House of Representatives has directed the federal government to halt the spending plan of the recovered £4.2 million of Ibori's loot, and that to ensure that the money once returned from United States is handed over to Delta State. The lawmakers insisted that the money was originally stolen from Delta State and that it is only right that the money is returned back to the state, and that the money is also needed for the infrastructural development of the state. Today, ekohotblog is on the street of Lagos and will be asking Nigerians if the money should be returned back to Delta State or the federal government should determine what the money should be used for. I am Praise Ganiyu. Stay with us.
In my own opinion, I believe the money should be returned to Delta State because the money was stolen from the state. But in that case, the government should supervise how the money will be spent by the Delta State so that it will not be reluted again. Though we know as in normal Nigerian, our mind are corrupt. Even as the way it is now that the money have not yet been returned to the state, I know some set of people might have been thinking on what to do with the money. But what I just believe that the government should just do follow-up, release the money back to them, and do follow-up on how the money is being spent.
It is not federal government money. The money belongs to Delta State. James Ibori stole our Delta money. Are you getting it? So, upon discovering the loot, it must be returned to Delta now. It's Delta money.
My own view is that the money belongs to the Delta State government. Why government wanted to intervene, they should return the money back to the state. And every state has its own personal plan that they wanted to use the money for. So that they should return the money back to the Delta State and let them use the money for what they wanted to use it for in terms of infrastructure and some others. But about the federal government, that they wanted to use the money for any other thing. To me, I don't support the motion.
The question is a yes and a no. No, let me start with yes because Ibori was governor in Delta State while the money was stolen. But no, because the Delta State government never said there was any money missing. And moreover, the money actually belongs to the United Kingdom. So it was just given to the federal government. It is not as if the Delta State government complained about them having lost any money at all. That's why I said it's a little tricky. So morally, the money shouldn't be returned to them because they never said any money was stolen. But legally, you say because he was governor and then it was as a result of him being governor of Delta State, that was where the money got from. If you ask me personally, I say don't give them the money.
Let the federal government use it for the generality of Nigeria. That's what I'm saying. Especially for this Lagos about the express road. People are suffering there.
You see, statutorily, on monthly basis, the state collect allocation from the federal. And of course, I want to believe it's part of that allocation given to the state. Ibori swab out of this country, either through his banker or through his bank officer and what have you. But I think under normal circumstances, it should be returned back to Delta State because it is Delta State money. It is for the development and the growth of that state. On no account, though the federal government, with the powers of the Attorney Generals of the Federation, they can fight out that case in England, being from the federal level. But to me, the money, under normal circumstances, by virtues of the powers of the Attorney General, to have fought that matter and won the matter, on no agreement, on no circumstances that matter should be to the federal government to do anything with that coffer. It should be returned back to that state because that money belongs to that state. Same issue, I think it happened in Plateau State and one other state as well. Sure you get. So that money is for Delta State.
Fine. So that if the money returns back to the Delta State now, it's sure that every Nigerians will now focus. They will be monitoring that money that is with this Delta State government. So that if they refuse to use that money for what they plan for, then people will now be able to query them for social acts or other activities.
The governor will tell us what he's going to use that money to do. It's not this is not normal allocation that they will say, okay, we have budgeted for this, we have done this. The purpose the money will be used for will be stated before every day comes.
But there should be regulatory bodies. There should be kind of a sector within the deltas and within the federal government that will look on how that money is being spent on that same state. Delta state is going through a lot of degradation today. When we talk in terms of spillage and what have you, quite a number of oil companies were there. They destroy a lot of things in that state. Sure you get. So that money should be returned back to that state for the development of the state. It's meant for that state. Ibori stole the money. It's not Ibori's money. He took it out of the country. I mean, the metropolitan, what have you, police got him arrested. In Nigeria, we could not try him in Nigeria. He was tried in far England. He was prosecuted. He served some certain jail terms before he was released. So that money should ordinarily go back to Delta State.
You have just listened to the opinions of Nigerian citizens. Some said the money should be returned back to Delta State, while some said the federal government should determine what the money will be used for. And that will be all for today on the streets of Lagos. Don't forget to follow us on all social media platforms at ekohotblog, and also subscribe to our YouTube channel for more videos. And I am Praise Gani reporting for ekohotblog. See you next time.